Okay, thank you very much. Well, for no surprise, I would say that the period of 2021-2023, the last 2 or 3 years, the reality on the huge importance of artificial intelligence applied to drug discovery. Okay, it is true that some big companies that made a lot of claims did not deliver as expected. Okay, this has created the feeling that maybe the hype around AI was over for drug discovery. Okay, but let me start from the beginning. Okay, the problem was a problem of expectations. Okay, by reading some news and hearing some pitches, okay, it seemed that we would just press a button, okay, and magically we would have our lead candidates printed in a 3D printer, and something that took 3 years would require now 3 hours. Okay, everybody with scientific background knew that this was not the case. Okay, or for example, there was a company, an AI company, claiming 100 projects in the clinic in its first 10 years of existence, and after 10 years, they have 4. And I have said 4, not only 4 on purpose, okay? But having 4, because having 4 projects in the clinic is a success to some extent, okay? So again, it was a problem of expectations, okay? At the same time, okay, some other smaller companies that did not do as much noise have been moving their assets forward, okay? Assets that have been delivered by AI, okay? But they have not been branded as an AI or AI-only companies, okay? We have seen the explosion of AlphaFold, okay? For example, a technology that by using artificial intelligence and machine learning, you can derive the 3D structure of a protein, okay? Uncovering the Pandora box for discovering new molecules or new drugs, okay? For unexplored targets, okay? So I think that we are seeing this AI machine learning component having a huge impact in drug discovery. There will be a huge difference between companies that are embracing early these advances in AI and machine learning from those companies that are not doing so, okay? Both in terms of speed, okay, and in terms of accuracy in their drug discovery projects, okay? There will be a huge gap between these two type of organizations, okay? Those that are embracing AI ML early and those that are lagging behind. Okay. Yeah, I think that I'm talking from an early perspective, okay? I'm more, or Pharmacelera is more in the early drug discovery space, okay? So a fundamental pillar in early drug discovery is how we find these new molecular scaffolds. How do we define and how we design our new molecular candidates, okay? And here we have a very interesting area to explore, which is ultra-large chemical spaces. What do I mean by that? I mean, the chemical space is forecasted to be 10 to the 30, 10 to the 60, okay? That depending on the source, there's a big difference, okay? Between 10 to the 30 and 10 to the 60 potential molecules, okay? But still is vast, okay? And we have been exploring just a very tiny part of it. We have been mining libraries in a few millions of molecules, 10 to the 6th, 10 to the 7th at most, okay? So there is a huge untapped chemical space, a virgin and unexplored chemical space, okay? How do we use artificial intelligence, okay, to mine such a space and find novel and unique original leads, okay? In this regard, we have seen the use of DNA-encoded libraries, okay, DELs, to test in a single wet experiment millions of molecules and generating a huge amount of data for machine learning to design new molecules, okay? You were commenting about data aggregation and data curation. By using DNA-encoded libraries, you have a single source of data that is generated with the same methodology, okay, with the same standards, okay, so all the data points, the good data points and the bad data points, okay, are very useful, okay. We have seen the introduction of new ultra-large chemical libraries with billions or even trillions of potential synthesizable molecules. All these libraries are growing at an unprecedented speed, okay. How do we use artificial intelligence to mine these huge chemical spaces and explore the unexplored, okay? Explore this virgin chemical space. Bear in mind, okay, that you may have the best clinical trials, which is very important. You may have the best animal models. You may have But if you fail at finding the good starting points, okay, if you fail at finding the good targets, the good biology, the good starting points, the good molecules, okay, your project will be bogus, depending on, regardless of whether you have the best or the worst CRO afterwards, okay? And we at Pharma were paying a lot of attention in applying artificial intelligence, quantum mechanics algorithms to mine these huge, let's say, de novo chemical space to untap a new original molecular scaffolds on using these accurate deep physics algorithms, quantum mechanics, okay, that describe the interactions between molecules and proteins at a higher level of precision, okay, and artificial intelligence to mine this, what I mentioned, that this huge de novo and unexplored chemical space and propose molecules that are totally new, okay, that have been unexplored. As a young company, one of the challenges that we have, and as Dr. Pergolizzi said, technophobia, no? I mean, we need to show case studies, okay? We need to show proofs that these innovations really work and that these innovations provide molecules that are more original, more diverse, unknown, okay, and test them experimentally, okay? So for this, one of the opportunities that we have as a young or as a small company working on a niche in drug discovery is that, well, big pharmaceutical companies and big corporations in general are now have changed dramatically in the last 10 or 15 years, okay, and they are very now open to look for technologies outside, okay? So they develop things internally, but in addition, they are looking for complementary technologies outside, okay, with more agile and flexible teams like smaller companies, okay? So there's a huge opportunity to use this new permeability of, I wouldn't say new, but in the last years, permeability that big corporations have in order to create these success stories. And where do you want to create these success stories? Especially in hot areas of drug discovery, okay? Molecular glues, PROTACs, other protein-protein interactions, covalent binders, okay? These are areas that are very hot, that were hot in 2023, are going to be hot in 2024 as well, okay? And that we want to show that our technology suits particularly well, okay?